Hello. Hello. I believe everyone should be able to hear me now. So we are going to be starting Pagan Book Club, talking about Sin, talking about Greek religion by Walter Burkert. We are going to be talking about what chapter are we in even? Let me look at our notes. We are in chapter 7, I'm sorry, not chapter 7. Chapter 5, Police and Polytheism. We are in section 2. We're going to be discussing section 2 of chapter 5, the rhythm of the festivals, 2.1 and 2.2. 5, 7. I know, right? No, I just looked at the wrong header. Greetings, Firebirds. So grab your drinks, get comfy, and we're going to be on in just a minute. I may have chugged my tea, so I need new tea. And this will allow time for people to just come in. If you would like to join us, you can on speaking about the Pagan Book Club, blah, 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 blah. If you want to speak on stream, there is a link in the book discussion section of the Discord server. Links, yes, the links is already there. I just posted it. You do. All right. Yes, you can find it there. This is a link for this stream only, so I'm just gonna post it there forever, I guess. I don't know. But it won't work for next week. That's what I want to tell everyone. Don't save this link for next week because it will not work. I'm going to have to put a new link. But there are some really cool features that I just discovered in Restream, and I really want to try them out. So I see you, Sin, but go get a snacky snack. I love the face. So we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen and cousins. Yeah, we got to find another phrase for that. Are y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun. Dun. I don't actually remember the song. Let me put my headphones on here. Ah, darn it! I got it in my own head. Where is? I brought a snacky snack here specifically for this. And now I can't find it. That's probably why. Well, let me see. Let's turn this camera. I don't know why this video feed's here. Remove guest. Sup, Sin? You're live now. Sorry.
Oh, delightful.
Oh,
okay.
Hold on.
What?
It's the wrong audio output.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now try.
Trying. What am I supposed to be trying?
Me. You was gonna pick up the. I'm trying to find the right one. The mic is too close to the speakers. Okay, now I can hear you.
So I'm hearing I should bring the mic even closer.
No, mic's closer to my speakers.
Oh, so if you're in the south, okay, actually, yeah. So if you go this way, I'm getting closer to you. Okay, never mind. Forget it.
No, me, silly. All right, I'm gonna take the.
Yes. Right.
I'm gonna turn that on.
I made sure to bring my snacks too. African amber.
Nice. I have weed. I have Sputnik. Hold on, let me get the camera. Hold on. Let's get the camera before we talk about imbibing yet. By the way, if you're you do the thing while I turn this thing on, Sin.
Okay. Be wise, be responsible. If you are legally capable of doing something, then you consider it. If you're not, then don't consider it. Very simple. Don't be foolish, and you will live a long and fruitful life. And if you don't, then blame the gods.
Sorry, I'm fussing with my settings. It's being a dick.
You're allowed to fuss with any settings you want, except for the setting that mutes me. Definitely not fussing with that one.
Sorry, which setting? What setting? What? Say again, Sin? Not only can I shut off your video, I can shut off your audio separate from it.
Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness.
Well. This lighting sucks. It looked I mean, I lit it.
Have you considered adopting my lighting?
I mean, if you're gonna fucking
my lighting can even go like blue. See? Anyway.
Here, let me turn this green around because it's supposed to be a virtual background and clearly it's not working.
I mean, green is the only background you really need. Let's be real. Oh. Cool. For a moment, I'm seeing that I'm alone here. All right, everyone. I run this show now. The squirrel has taken over. Also, I don't think we greeted Astrid. Hi, Astrid. Oh, well, okay, wait. So I guess it really is my show now. Oh, no. Okay, so today we are starting
live
with the runes. Oh, never mind.
Be able to see me fussing with it. I just think it's rude. You know, like
right.
Like,
yeah.
I can't figure out which way.
So you don't want to be. You don't want to be rude. You're just exerting your complete control over me by shutting my camera off whenever you please.
Oh, that's not definitely rude. That's proper hosting.
Oh, I see. Tyranny is proper governance. You heard it here, folks. Democracy has failed.
That's because we don't have a democratic system yet. We're working on it. Give us some time, man.
You need to overthrow the previous Tsarina. Oh no.
I will fight you, Sin. Whoever wins gets to be leader. Hostess.
Ooh. That's not
Ring
fair,
leader.
though. I would probably surrender for fun.
Let me fix I need to close this door. Did the ace get it? Sin, did you get it?
What? Wait, what do you mean did I get it?
This is where my power comes in very handy, Sin.
Ready? Wait, you know I'm the one who made the joke, right? Like, wait, just to be clear, I'm the one who made the surrender joke. So, what, you're asking me if I get it? Do you get it? That's the real question.
Who gets it? Comment below if you get the joke in a
oh my gosh.
This
is where we need to edit in some kind of a yes, in a sweet and innocent manner, as sweet and innocent as you imagine me to be, which I promise you is very much so.
Express it in a clean manner. Wait, exactly. So this is one of the features. Give me a minute. I'm showing off some of the cool features we have. Can I just grade out there? Boom, boom, shakalaka. All right, and it's key color is green. That's helpful. That did a very good. This does a better job. Okay, now we get to turn this back on. Why? Because book club is important.
That makes sense. That's a good idea.
Right? All right, you did the disclaimer, yes?
I did a disclaimer. Was I supposed to do another disclaimer?
Of the imbibing of kind.
Oh, I did. Wait, but I don't know if anyone heard. You said you had something muted. You were muted. Okay, yeah, no, I did. I did it most adequately. I did it. I provided all realism on a nice foundation of nihilism to explain the fundamentalism of the. Okay, I'm just throwing words out there now. Anyway, the point is,
you with that responsibility.
I am the most honest squirrel you will ever meet. Okay, the other ones all steal your crap. I sit there and prostrate myself before you.
You weren't around.
I wasn't around. I was around longer than. Actually, no. Wait.
No.
Maybe just slightly.
I'll tell the story tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll tell the story tomorrow on the Minecraft stream because it's relevant to Minecraft. That's why.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be there, so that's fine. I don't do Minecraft streams.
You're missing out. So,
I'm really not. Nothing. By the way, nothing to question the quality of the Hellenic Herald Minecraft streams. This is a me problem, okay? Not a you problem.
Good. I'm glad we acknowledge this. So, but is there an announcement? We are going. Yeah, I do have an announcement in regards to what's going on. Obviously, we have the Minecraft stream tomorrow. As always, I'm going to announce it this way. If you want to join to play in the Minecraft server, you have to apply. So make sure that you check the pins in the gamer section. You have to be a member of the server for at least 2 weeks. If you're not a member of the server, why not?
Yeah, honestly. What are you doing?
We do also have the Aphrodite ritual that is going to be on the 20th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. She says, remembering she hasn't fixed the date to the date that we agreed upon in the Discord server and is doing so as we speak. There we go. February 20th. We are going to have several community members who are going to be either have written and writing and reading. People are volunteering because it's fun. You should too. All right.
Exactly.
Sin, are you doing something?
Join me. Oh, are you kidding? Not okay. Am I doing something for a libation ceremony? Of course I am. Where would you people be without my masterful recitation of the poetic hymn?
You gonna dress up?
I have a special dress just waiting for it.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone should dress up and join us to praise Lady Aphrodite. And on that, we're going to be talking about festivals. I'm looking at me about festivals and the rhythm of festivals, specifically the rhythm within the calendar year. So, can I make this into a smaller window so I don't continuously look at myself? Now, Sin, are you in the notes?
I am actually. You see, I am dancing the docs.
Nice.
I am dancing
okay,
the docs.
So we do have a Google Doc file that is going to be the bane of Sin's existence at some point. Because we just throw in whatever we think is important in that document, and it will eventually be crafted into something useful. However, at this moment, if you're new and you're going to be down and you're going to be borrowing the PDF of Gracious for the book club, you can also make sure to check the pins for the link to the notes. And if that way, if you'd like to catch up to us, you can also do that. I'm not showing the notes on stream because they're a raving mess. So 2.1.
That's my role here.
Yeah, actually,
my role here is to bring harmony to a field of chaos.
Yes, at least in the written sense.
In all senses. There is nothing about me that is chaotic. Every part of me is in neat and tidy order.
So, Rhythm of the Festivals, 2.2 Festival Calendars. I'm just going to read this first line because I copied that into the notes. The living religious practice of the Greeks is concentrated. I got it. Wait a minute. Concentrated on the festivals. Heortai? I don't know.
Heortai?
Yeah, and here's the vocabulary word if anyone out there wants to take a stab at it. And again, you're welcome to put it in the chat or in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. And y'all should always jump over to YouTube and like and thumbs up, and then jump over to Twitch and follow and just leave the stream running forever. The order of the calendar year is largely identical to the sequence of festivals. For this reason, the calendar exhibit an extreme particularism. There are virtually as many calendars as there are cities and tribes, even in Hellenistic times. So this is important. I wanted to highlight this because, if you downloaded the very free on our website, where's that? Where's my thing? Hold on. That's not fair. The beacons link is underneath the live. Can we see the live on the thing? Oh no, everyone can see the beacons link just on the stream. Fantastic. It's just us back here.
Oh, a QR code. All right,
yeah,
everyone, take your phones out and scan your screen.
Scan your screen. The beacons link. You can also do, where's the chat? It's not gonna work here. It's gonna have to work. Oh, Firebird, sorry. Yeah, we have a YouTube channel. Of
course we have a YouTube. Oh, yes. We should share it.
Hold on.
Surely I was gonna say, surely on Twitch you have like a. Yeah.
Apparently not for that one.
Oh, come on. What? Okay, that's fine. Wait.
You just have one for the links. Also on the bio, there's a link to the YouTube channel. So there. I think we have one for the calendar. Maybe I spelled it wrong. I don't know. Site. You can also go to our website and get that calendar downloaded for free. Now, if you look on the calendar, as I was saying, you'll see a ton of festivals. I wanted to use this portion to remind everyone that the festivals and events were very much city focused. So if you lived in we're going to be talking about Athens as opposed to Crete, you would be celebrating some festivals in the different cities that weren't celebrated in the other city. Ta-da! That's my little bit of knowledge. The reason I was looking on here is that I realized, so we can do this now. Booyah, bitches. Oh shit, he puts it in the chat too? Holy crap! Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, that's so exciting. Did you see it?
So you obliterate all of your video with just a massive advertisement that then floods the chat. Oh my gosh. I was kidding last time when I said you should build more bonds with Lord Mercurius. Holy shit. Okay.
Oh, sorry. No, I want to do it this way. My bad. Here. How's this, Sin?
I mean, what could be better than a unisex t-shirt except for a unisex dress? But I mean,
They don't make dresses. I don't think we can make a dress. That's
Yeah,
sad.
that's because fashion has died.
I know. I don't love this overlay. Do y'all love this overlay? I feel like it's really bugging on us.
It's a bit much, right? But it's okay. It's fine.
There we
We're
go.
good.
Look, there we go. Boom shakalaka.
Ooh. Yes. Now I am blocking the text. Great. Fantastic. You all were
We're
trying
not
to
winning on
read,
this.
and all you see is me orate what you want to read. Okay.
How's this? I don't like this.
I am the
I don't look good
church.
enough.
Okay.
I don't look good enough to be this big on
Oh,
the
come on.
I
You
didn't put any
always
makeup
look
on.
good enough.
Oh,
Oh, makeup. Oh, I'm sorry. You always look good. Don't even makeup. You are makeup. You are like the. I don't know.
See,
what
I
to
dyed
say.
my hair. Anyway, point being, fashion died like 300 years ago. That's fair. That's
Okay.
yeah.
Astrid, I'm gonna agree only halfway. Fashion died way longer before that. Okay, because let's be real, the older you go, the better the fashion. All right, that
True.
good old 11th century.
And
Let's
this
go.
is perfect. I love you guys. This is perfect. This is also a great time to point out. Not only were there differences in what festivals that you would celebrate in different cities, but the attire for the festival was often also specifically picked. It was also like a very, at least for those who were involved in the actual rites. I mean, not for attendees part like watching. Oh, okay. No
Hi,
worries,
Firebird.
Firebird.
Good
I mean,
night.
y'all know, as always, great opportunity to say so. That this will be on YouTube. It will stay there forever, and it'll be staying on Twitch for about 2 weeks. We also do, we're starting to do some highlights and all that stuff, thanks to our lovely editor of Video Works, Ren, who's not here. By the way, in case y'all forgot, wrong way. Sin is our editor of Written Works. I like this shadow. This is great. So, everyone.
True.
And thanks for joining us, Firebird. We will see you.
We are the editor sisters. Okay, one does video, the other does the text. Okay, and that's how this works.
I mean, y'all volunteer at the same fucking time, so not my fault.
Wait, fault? We both love it. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I thought you were being like, oh, you grabbed us both. Y'all?
No, I was so thrilled. I was so thrilled when it's like, oh, you're doing it too.
Oh, you guys did it independently of one another.
Yeah, you reached out to Ren for the video thing separately from when I reached out to you for the written thing. Anyway, regardless.
Yeah. That's so interesting. And I don't wait, I gotta go find it now.
Find what?
I was gonna go find the volunteer form.
There is there's no oh, okay. I was gonna say there's nothing
go get the link for the volunteer form. Please.
Link for the volunteer form.
Thank you.
What? Link for the volunteer form?
The one that you filled out.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's a blast from the past. Okay, going into secret, super private DMs. Okay.
That's yeah. Oh, we do need to have everyone fill out the form. It should be in the volunteer section too. But yeah, anyone can volunteer. Some positions require some expertise, others don't, and everyone is welcome. And we are very grateful to have all of the helping hands because there's a lot to do, right, Sin?
There's a little, and then there's a little more, and then there's a little bit on top of a little more, and we're just basically rebuilding the Babylonian Hanging Gardens is what we're doing. All right, that's all right. It's one.
And as we were talking about, excuse me, took the opportunity to do a drink from the chalice. If you're on our Twitch channel, there's also Twitch points, by the way, you guys can use. And so what I was saying was that and there's a lot of holidays and events that we would love to celebrate, not only within Hellenism but within our pagan community, that we also need helping hands for. So without further ado, I actually will also put a little bit of a disclaimer. We're not going to go through every single freaking holiday mentioned in this, because if we did that, we would take forever. We've tried to do that sometimes, and we usually end up going over 2 hours, 2.5 hours. That's a lot. So I'm just going to bring up some ones that I saw.
Do you want me to paste this link in the Twitch chat?
You can paste it in either or the Restream chat, and it'll populate to all of them.
The Restream chat?
Yeah.
Who uses Restream?
Well, what I mean is that you could post it in the Twitch, and it would post it in the YouTube. You could post it in the Restream, and it would post to Twitch and YouTube.
All right. Well, that's the
Yeah,
link that
exactly,
I was given
Astrid.
that I followed. That beautiful, beautiful giant link.
Well, there's a there's a tiny URL version. Not tiny, there's a shortened URL version.
Oh,
Um
okay. Well, you know what? You told me to get the link that you said. Oh, wait, I see it now.
I
You know
probably
what?
just no, I probably gave you just the full link and didn't bother shortening it. But yeah, and if you want to know all the details about every single festival, just come over to the server and grab the book. Yeah, for yourself. Or you can buy a copy, but we don't. There was a reason that we weren't suggesting buying a copy. And I don't remember what it is, but there was something.
Ooh, that's ominous.
I don't remember. It was some reason that we I don't know. Plus educational whatever. It's out of print. There you go. That there I said there was one. I didn't say one reason. I didn't say what it was. I just knew it was written. Thank you. See? Astrid remembers. So that yeah. I feel like these were reasons that we probably talked about. I feel like I bet I talked about it with B back then because B had like there's a few members in our community who have educational stuff access. So let me see. The other thing was that we had that vocabulary, that whatever that word is. And let's see. The calendar being
Really?
okay. What?
Whatever that word is. Okay, go on.
You want to say it? I already tried to say it. I already embarrassed myself. You want to go?
Burkert.
I can just do it right after that, man. So, one of the things. Did you have any thoughts on the calendar before I go past the moon?
Me or the chat? I don't know what you're talking to anymore. Me?
You're talking
on the calendar.
Basically,
right.
like this first opening section. I was going to point out that all the major gods lent their names to the month, but I wasn't going to go through it.
Yeah, I will say it's the calendar is interesting. It reminds me almost to a certain extent of, I mean, okay, this big shock. It almost reminds me of almost like the prototype for our modern civic calendar, which would, the Gregorian calendar. Not to say it's exactly the same, obviously lunar and all that, but it's like
it does
I find
follow
it interesting
the seasons,
right? But but comparing it to there are some calendars that, like, even though they don't necessarily follow the seasons directly, but they follow more of just they follow like the agricultural sort of.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I mean when I say it follows the seasons. Yeah.
Okay, well, seasons aren't okay. Just whatever. The point is,
well, if you live in Greek, the seasons are different.
Well, when you live in Greece, there is no agriculture. Okay, it's all rocks. You farm rocks. That's what you do.
But that's a good
one.
Right,
we don't have the world tree in Hellenism.
It's the Gregorian calendar, right? That's the newest one. That's like the calendar that most people, not newest, but that's the one that most people use.
So it's technically called the civic calendar, and it was based on the Gregorian calendar.
Civic? I thought it was Gregorian. I don't know why.
Well, no. That's it. Everyone says the word Gregorian. It's true. It's one of the things where, in order to separate it from the kind of Christian, roots, is like, okay, let's just universalize and say it's the civic calendar, right?
I've heard civic calendar too.
Yeah,
but I thought it was like officially Gregorian. Okay, so either or. But this is obviously, as it says in our text, best known as the Attic calendar. So there is a difference. And I will say that Astaria Citadel, Sin is one of the owners of Astaria Citadel. You guys don't have a...
Just to be clear, I'm the chancellor. Okay, just to be absolutely clear.
I don't know what the thing is.
Bren was the owner. I came into it, and next thing you know, I've basically taken over. So that's okay.
Got it. Okay, so mutiny, traitor.
No, no.
But wait, do you guys have
transcendence?
Wait, I'm eating cheese, by the way. String cheese. Do you guys have a post of the Attic? I have things in my hands. Do you guys have posts of the Attic calendar in your server?
I mean, not yet, but I can always throw more stuff in our server. What?
No. I'm asking because I wasn't sure about your server, but I do know that one of our other partner servers, Erisonikratia, has an added calendar and also one that I believe you can print out at the beginning of the month. And I don't know about
Okay.
Hierosolonius. That's why I brought it up. So you can actually still get
Ah,
copies
sure, no
of the
worries.
calendar as it would be in the added calendar through some of our partnered servers. If you should
Totally
so wish to
suggestion too.
torment yourself, in my opinion. But yeah, it's called best known as the added calendar. And let me see here. Here's where I wanted to start. The added calendar begins with the hecatombeon. I feel like I turned that into French. Whatever that word is. The words that the calendar.
I'm sorry, you did not turn into French. Whatever you just said was nowhere near French.
I don't know. I figured the eon made it French. Can you say it? You say it.
Where is it? Oh, here.
Right here. Huh?
Let's see. Where are we? I'm so confused. I'm lost.
I haven't highlighted on the screen.
I know, but yeah, but it's so tiny on the screen. Anyway,
Oh, I can actually fix that. That did not help.
I was gonna say, you know that no one can actually. Okay, there.
Is that better? Nope.
Goodness gracious.
I want to try to make it so that is the
If it's just the Hellenic calendar first month, I can just open your HH calendar and just read it from there if you really want to.
See how useful the Hellenic Herald calendar is. Wait, why don't I have this as an item?
It started as book club. Now we're verifying the work.
I know.
Who knows whether we did anything right? I tried, people. I stayed up all night. V, confess.
Yeah, Sin did. I did not recommend that. I did not. I would have lapped Sin to go to sleep at that point. So okay, give it a shot.
But I don't sleep. I work.
Give it a go.
Okay, where are we? Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, I'm doing
the Ekatombayon.
That is not what I would have attempted at all ever. That's not as far as I would have gotten.
I mean, it's a matter of figuring out where the stress is. I don't see an accent mark. Hold on.
I don't see. Yeah, it's not accented either. So, but anyway, there's all these different months. But I wanted to read out that and finish the thing. A month named after whatever festival in order to honor Apollo. So this is what we're talking about, where there's different festivals not only in the different locations but also different for different deities that are honored in the various cities. So or in the individual events themselves that may have nothing to do with the cities or the patrons of the cities. So have fun, good luck, try to guess. But in this section I wanted to highlight, this is where we go through a little bit of each of the festivals that are coming up, and I'm just gonna point out that we are actually approaching Gamelion, which is how I say that, which is the marriage festival, is a festival about the marriage of Zeus and Hera. So, and I believe one of our partner servers is doing something, but I just wanted to highlight, we have a festival coming up. Let me go back to the notes. That was all I had for that section. Do you have anything to note on that? Also, I just realized we don't have any background music.
Do I have anything to add to that? Not really. I mean, we've gotten through like 2 sentences, so we're good. We'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, in this whole section in regards to the different festivals that are highlighted, if there was any particular one that you had a fondness of or had some additional information, or I don't know.
It would be very hard for me to have a fondness. Okay, keep in mind, I'm not a Hellenist for one. And I now know more about Hellenistic holidays than Hellenists I know because of that fucking calendar. Okay? Like, I swear, researching every single festival, I just go to Ren, who is a Hellenist, and I'm like, what do you do about this? And she's like, what is that? And I'm like, yeah. I'm just like, okay.
I would have told that one. But we were talking about this earlier. There you go. Sovereign Lady says it right. By the way, have I mentioned on stream? Because I don't think I've mentioned on stream yet, but we need a... I'll eventually get sound effects. For a Most Sovereign Lady, who is also Astrid, who is our Discord and our Twitch mod. So where's my emojis? I need my emojis. We have special emojis in Discord. Woo! I hope they show up on YouTube. I'm just going to look at that later. Woo. But we were talking about earlier, it is remarkable how little the calendar takes into account the natural rhythm of the agriculture of the year. There is no month of sowing or harvest. Basically, they're not saying that there is a particular month dedicated as that month, like some other cultures do, because they farm at the same times every year. But one day, yes. So there's no month for sowing or harvest and no grape gathering month. The names are taken. That's what I'm saying. We're talking about the names of the month. Okay. The names of the months are taken from the artificial festivals of the polis. This is also true of other Greek calendars. So this isn't just a one-shot thing. This was done throughout Greece that we know of. By the way, do you know who was it that first? You know what I just realized? I still left the lo-fi beats off. I don't know if anyone can actually hear them. Can you hear it, Sen?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Interesting. I didn't know you could.
I mean, sorry, I couldn't before like 10 seconds ago.
No, I just turned it back on. I realized I shut it off.
Right.
I got it, but then I shut it off.
Yeah.
So do you know who was the first peoples, I'm going to say, to make a calendar? Not like peoples like... Who was the first person to make a calendar? Let's say that.
Who was the first person?
The type of person. I'm going to say this. First type of person to make a calendar.
The first type of person. I'm going with human. Right? Did I get it?
I mean, technically, but no.
I mean, are you talking about the Sumerians?
No. I was reading up on this, actually. I was reading up on this about calendars because of this. And I was like, well, like, what? Let's find some information about calendars. And there was an interesting thing that was like, because in text, we'll often refer to humans as man, right? Yeah. And then in addition, a lot of our society is patriarchal based, right? But who would keep the first calendar? Women.
Well, yeah, because like patriarchy is just some novel, dumb idea. Like,
well, yes, but the idea and creation of a calendar was started by women, because who would be their archaeological record showing countings of a 28-day month cycle? I just thought it was some interesting trivia to bring into this.
Probably, I'm going to guess probably the husbands of women. I'm sure that would turn out very effective.
Okay. Answer ever. But yeah, it was interesting. So I looked that up a little bit, and I was like, "What? Yes." Yeah, it was just a little interesting. Yay. Information, because again, we refer to most people like we say man, right? So what? Okay, so it goes through.
Well, to be fair, the word man used to just mean human, right? Like the word where used to mean masculine. Okay, just to be absolutely clear, like
I'm just saying. But a lot of studies and research are done from the perspective as well. We go on. Let me look at the next. Yeah, I think I read all this and was like, yeah. Here we go. There's one thing I wanted to point in here. The origin of the Greek festival calendars appears nowadays more complicated than before. And I wanted to highlight this because it brings into a lot of academic information and about the sources, as well as this little bit, which y'all know always confuses the crap out of me because it's referencing a timeline that I know nothing about. But I wanted to highlight that because as we learn more, shit gets more complicated, right? So I didn't have anything to note on the different festivals within the different months and the different types of calendars. I thought that was something that would get way too nitty gritty. So, but
probably a bit too technical.
Yeah, well, and it also talks about the different timelines and stuff, which are very difficult in my opinion, at least for my brain, without a chart. But I would love for us to find one. I wanted to instead go forward through the 2.2 because we do always run late, and so
late.
year ending. Maybe not for you, but I'm gonna have bacon ready for me at the end of this. So, and it's getting cooked by somebody else.
Promise.
Food is a very strong bribery for me. So
I've got my food in liquid form.
The meaning and movement of a festival may be expressed by and for the celebrants in 3 ways. I loved this section. I just wanted to read it in its entirety. Or Sin can read it, since I talk too much.
You want me to just read verbatim this text? I am most capable of
I have gruel counts, right? Yes, it does. You want to read this? The first paragraph?
Sure. All the way down to communication. Okay, we're gonna go. Okay. All right. We're going formal oration mode. Okay. The meaning and movement of a festival may be expressed by and for the celebrants in 3 ways. In a wow, I'm too drunk. In a kind of triple code. The most self-conscious and to that extent the latest way is to describe from an external point of view what is done in a sequence of purifications, processions, sacrifices, dances, and contests. A simpler way is to recite the heroes and gods honored, a meager list, but one which reveals a host of relationships to those familiar with the language of polytheism. Finally, there are tales which may be told, ideological myths which relate to the festival. These often seem arbitrary, indeed far-fetched, and yet frequently they echo deep and pervasive rhythms, especially as they have grown from the experience of participants at the festival. The modern interpreter, for his part, will seek to record in his own language the psychic tensions and the social dynamics of the events at the festival. But here it must be borne in mind that a certain atmosphere pervades all organized and describable aspects of a festival, like a unique fragrance which is unforgettable for those who have experienced it, but which can scarcely be described. At best, it might be possible to circumscribe it, as it were, through the various forms of its communication.
Okay, yes, totes. So, we talked about in that paragraph the 3 different ways. I love it because like kind of a triple code. I love that because I was like, it's a triple code to tell the gods that we love them.
3 is the number of harmony, the triads, triple moon, triple goddess, triple everything. Triples, 3s. Go on.
Yes, 3s. So we talked about the most self-conscious. So we have the way to recite the heroes and gods that are honored, which talks about the relationships with the gods. We have the tales that are told, and to basically narrate the rites and rituals and stuff. That's how I interpreted that. The most self-conscious. Does that make sense to you, Sin?
Sure. You got it. You got it down. You are victorious.
I'm just gonna like hide below this cloud here. So yeah, and I love that it also notes that it's the most self-conscious because yes, I am reading that correctly. Self-conscious because a lot of people are afraid of publicly speaking. Not me.
It's not high.
Not high, but a lot of people, and so it is. it's in my opinion, the sacrifice is the self-consciousness, is the awkwardness, is your willingness to put yourself through something difficult for the gods and for the community. So that's what I got from that one. Let's see. I bet I know which one's your favorite, Wason, which is the tales to be told.
Ah, okay. I was like, okay, this could end very badly for me. Let's see how she finishes this sentence.
That's fair, though. Am I wrong?
What? No, you're not wrong. You are absolutely correct.
I just want to make sure. Let's see here.
Oh,
there was the next
verifying truth values. Nonsense.
Since the festivals, is that where it is? Yeah, since the festivals must take place during the slack part of the slack period of the agricultural year, there are two possible, is that where it was? Yeah, two possible times for the new year, in the spring or after the corn harvest. The latter, that's not where this is. I'm sorry, let me just go find this based on the thing that I copied out. Really? It was the thing that I was reading. Why? I should have just trusted. I copied it. I copied the next bit from another section. Sorry, so that's why I'm confused. I need to start numbering my pages. Since the major festivals must take place during the slack periods of the agricultural year, there are two possible times for New Year: in the spring or after the corn harvest. The latter is the case in Athens. The year begins with the Panathenaic festival in the month of whatever, around July.
Panathenaic.
Thank you.
Athenaic. Panathenaic.
Is it Panathenaic or Panathenaic?
No, you got it. No, don't correct yourself.
Panathenaic?
You got it. Thank you. And then, yeah, it's better than whatever the hell you said. And then Hekatombayon. Okay?
Hekatombayon?
Yes!
I'm Armenian. This is the thing. I can't read it. I need to hear it. So, but it's around July. Yes. What unword was that? I know, right? Let me just get my what's it called? Oh shoot. My dingle hopper. I love that I actually forgot the word dingle hopper. Let's see here. So there was a section later that says not even murder trials can be carried from one year to the next. So now you know, if you were a citizen in ancient Greece, kill someone the day before New Year.
But, I mean, that brings a whole new level of speedy trial, right? It's like...
So I just thought that was interesting that they were like, no, last year's gone, New Year. Like, I mean, that if that's not the most motivational boot camp I've ever heard, I don't know. I feel like we're copying the ancient Greeks,
but we'll go with it,
right? I don't care if you sucked at your goals last year. Apparently, I had no breath this year. This year, you're gonna kick ass. Do it. You guys can't see me flexing.
With greater lung capacity,
right? Last year was done. Anyway, so here we go. But we party hard. We party hard in ancient Greece. In Athens, the cycle of festivals, which mark the end before the new beginning of the year, commences as much as 2 months before the main festival. So don't nobody be complaining when we're seeing Easter stuff in February. You're lucky they didn't go until January. That's all I'm saying. Right? I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, to be fair, though, communication has changed over the years.
No, they've super changed.
Back then, like, organizing an entire ragtag bunch of people who are busy with their life. Like, nowadays you have the internet, just like, oh, let's put a Tumblr post out there. Oh, look, there's a new holiday that we're celebrating in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's just...
So basically, if you're looking for something to do on a Saturday night, just go be pagan.
You chat with me. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. I was going to say.
Just the
I will give
Hellenists
you the
alone
holiday.
have enough things to use up your entire time. But there was a lot of really cool festivals that we want to note right here. So like, and parts of the festivals, so like purifying the area or the central sanctuary. And there's actually specific days, specific events for that. The beautifying and the washing, which is whatever. Calenteria?
I mean, that was fine. Calenteria. Calenteria? I'm assuming it's teria? Teria? I don't know. Can we please have accent marks?
I don't know.
Anyway.
I know. So they were celebrated. And what's interesting is that the women were from a noble family. And apparently this is the noble family's name or title or something. I don't know. And they were entrusted with a task. So they were people of great stature who were high up in the society, who were taking place in the cleaning and taking care of the temples and the locations in which they were going to be celebrating and honoring the gods. Like this was a rite and a rite of passage, not rite of passage, but like if you're scrubbing the floors of your temple, you know, you are doing a sacred service to the community. So everyone get your cleaning gloves out. Yeah. But like it's true, right? It was something of an honor to serve the community in this manner.
True. Or in any manner, really, but true.
Mm-hmm. That's why we say when you volunteer at Hellenic Herald, you are working to honor the community and the gods.
Mm-hmm.
I need to make a commercial.
Split more free labor. Go for it. Yep. Extract the value from the labor. All right. keep on pulling that capital out.
What capital? We make diddly shit. We have expenses to pay.
Hey, you get the capital of my labor. That calendar.
That's right. And now forever you shall have it that you worked on it. And the whole community of over 600 members are enjoying it.
They are all in my debt.
That's right.
But don't worry, I would never call on that debt. I volunteer this. I sacrifice myself for all of you.
Here it is. Okay, yes. Not to underemphasize your labor, but I have the next section that I wanted to bring up. But it was really regarded as like an honor, so that's pretty amazing. And the fact that they actively participated in that. Here we are in the cleaning festivals. And it does mean to actually wash things. They had to wash things. So
as opposed to not actually washing things? I don't understand. Obviously.
Well, I mean, in today's society,
things.
For example, the upper tier, the upperclassmen, you probably wouldn't see washing the like robes and stuff of a temple themselves, right? Like
wealth inequality.
That's what I'm saying. Like they cared about this. If we care about something, what you're doing is a tribute. And it's not to say that people don't care about their religion now, but what I'm saying is that's how it was placed above some of the highest members of society. That was more important than your pride and your ego as a nobleman or noble woman. Someone from a noble family.
What I'm hearing is that we solve the class divide of wealth inequality by bringing back paganism to the masses. That's what I'm hearing?
I mean, and manual labor, but yeah, that too. So at the beginning of the following month, as we're talking about, I wanted to bring this up because I don't remember why. We'll find it. Oh yes, a joke, but also highlighting how things were done, and specifically, Cadiz. Giving without expecting. So, at the beginning of the following month, the mysterious nocturnal festival, Erheforia, takes place. At this festival, the two young girls, the whatever, they were considered the priestesses of Athena. It comes in previously. Anyway, or no, later. Who have lived for almost a year on the Acropolis conclude their term of priestly service. There we go. They place on their heads what the priestess of Athena gives them to carry, but neither the priestess knows what it is. It's a double blind event. They don't know what it is, and nor do the girls who carry it. But in this city, there is a sacred precinct not far from that of Aphrodite in the gardens, and through it there runs a natural underground passage. The virgins descend down below. They leave behind what they have brought and take something else from there and carry it veiled as it is. So it's also still, they don't know what it is. And then that's it. That's the end of their turn. So I thought that was interesting. And my first thought was a Secret Santa retirement party.
My first thought is the biggest troll in history. It's literally just a rock.
I think it
We
is
all
the
know it's
biggest
just a
troll in
rock.
history.
It's like the secret
It could be
veil
a shiny
object.
rock.
Okay, someone like peeks under it. It's like literally just a note that says, "You silly."
Like the scroll in Kung Fu Panda. Did you watch Kung Fu Panda?
Okay, V, have I watched a movie? Just you can answer that question yourself.
No.
Thank you.
Kung Fu Panda. Spoiler, I think it's been long enough. At the end of getting the secret scroll that's supposed to tell him how to be like the chosen one, whatever, it's just like a scroll with like gold on it. And it's reflective, right? You don't know what you're taking with you. He didn't know it was on it, but he kicked ass and worked so goddamn hard to get it. And all it was in the end that you're left with is like you. Right?
No, all that you're
regardless
left is
of
gold.
what you take out of that, what you have
brought in. That's the rat race
in,
of capitalism.
regardless of what you've brought into that cave and what you took out, what you really took was the service, right? That's what they really gained, is what, you know, what they're talking about in this, in my understanding and you know, interpretation, is that, I know the music is really soft, but I think it's louder for us than it is for the stream.
No worries. Music is nice.
Yeah, music is nice. But you know that, you know, as they said before here, that it was even the noble people, where is it? Noble family members did hard labor as service, and those who studied, their service was also what the value, blah 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 blah. Anyway, then we go into the story of people. I gotta find where the next bit is. I'm pretty sure I missed it by accident. Oh, no, this was a back bit. I wanted to put this in here. The order of everyday life is interrupted. On this day, the goddess is absent from her city. The day is therefore regarded as an unlucky day, whatever. And it mentions to his misfortune, returned to Athens on the very day. But I wanted to point that because there were several festivals where life and the everyday flow of life was interrupted. It was where it was, there was part of Saturnalia in which the servants become equal to the masters in, there we go, in society. And so there does seem to be that theme that reoccurs in various festivals. That was my thoughts. I gotta find the rest of it. Oh, and there is no normal Pompeii. That was something in here. Hey, there it is. So this is for which? This is for another festival. So before we move on to that, did you have any thoughts on that, Sin?
Any thoughts on what exactly you're talking about?
On the flipping of roles and the disruption of everyday life that happens so frequently through, or everyday life rhythm, right? Because that's what we're talking about in this section, the rhythm of the everyday life of the calendar year Rhythm of the festival. There we
Sure.
go. Interrupts the rhythm of everyday life. And I mean, I know, like I said, Saturnalia, and we just talked about the Araphoria, whatever, as well. And yeah, that was it. I just wanted to ask before I move on, because this is a couple pages down from that, I think.
Sure, just an offhand remark that raised the proletariat, I guess. You know, let's extend that holiday to every day, right? Let's flip the script. Let's bring back unions. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
and yeah, there is no normal Pompeii procession. It's actually going backwards because they what they say is that on this day priests. So is this the same holiday? I think so. No, it's not. I'm sorry. That's right. I scroll down. 9 days after the holiday. Here. Oh, it is the Aphor. We are still talking about the Araphoria. 9 days after that, the 12th of this month, go find it in our calendar. The Skira festival is celebrated with a curious procession. So, this section talks about the walking. They walk beneath the canopy, the priestess of Athena and Poseidon, whatever. They go to some place, which is outside of the city, I believe. And so it's not a procession, it's an anti-procession because they're not going to the temple, they're going away from it. So I thought that was very interesting. It's something that we don't normally do. So maybe we should do something about that. Actually, this music is very annoying. It's like tick tick. I'm shutting it off. I tried. This music sucks. I like my lo-fi beat selection better. It's called lo-fi.
oh goodness. Yeah,
It's
isn't
very
all
disrupting
lo-fi
my
basically
brain.
agreeable? It's literally just like lo-fi to make any music that you normally wouldn't listen to basically the same blob that everyone else would listen to.
I guess, but it's just tick tick tick. Drove me nuts. Dude, I can.
It's okay. So do most people's music tastes, but that's drive me nuts. I mean, not you. No. Regardless.
Here we go. I wanted to scroll down to this. The Skira, I don't whatever, is a special festival for the women of Athens. This is one of the few days of the year where they I love this. When they may leave their seclusion of their women's chambers and assemble according to ancient custom. They form their own organization to preside over the festival is a high honor, right? That's what we're talking about. And for the men, the whole business is deeply unsettling. That's it.
Leaving the harem? Excuse me.
Yeah, I love this. And so we're talking about that where, we said like in Saturnalia, there's that changing of normal life things, right? Where the servants become equal to the masters. There's just so much we talk about it. And I'm going to use my favorite word. This is the first time I think in the stream that we've used it. So, which is juxtaposition. We're going to get something like reading rainbow, but it's going to be juxtaposition. It's going to come in like this with the flag, with the rainbow flag. And just like reading rainbow. But we have that duality again and again and again in Hellenism, both with double birth stories, with duality within some of the deities, and now in society as it changes according to the festival calendar, which we've already said completely shits the bed on any sort of organizational system that remotely resembles the average everyday. So I love it. Don't you, Sin? Wait, where am I? Over here.
You yeah, you know what? You would love absolute chaos, wouldn't you? Unbelievable.
No, I just like parties.
Okay, like the best parties are sitting with two good friends, sipping at ale or tea, and listening to like a Dvorak symphony. That is a party.
I wholeheartedly
I take it you do not agree.
with you. No, I think I just fell in love.
Oh, really? Oh my God. Wait, now? V, the first time you met me, you felt, okay, whatever, it doesn't matter. Look,
no, that was the best answer I could have ever, that was the best answer. I agree with you entirely. The only thing better would be a well-curated dinner party, which many of these events call for, by the way.
Ooh, weaving it back in. There you go.
I'm good at that. I mean, that was so worse of a joke than I meant it to be. Oh shit! I accidentally made a bad joke. But I think it's very interesting how it keeps coming up, like over and over again. This how we switch the day to day, and so I don't know. It's just interesting. Also, I think they were just trying to please the masses so they don't freaking revolt, but. Especially the women for a while.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a holiday every so often.
About it.
Just don't revolt.
It's just like, exactly. It's just like, how do you make people feel like they have a chance? It's like, we should have power. Oh, don't worry. It's coming. Just another, how many days? Yeah. Honestly. It's
how many days? Oh, about 6 months. We lied.
Just stare at that moon. All right. Count it. 1, 2.
So here, I love this part. Aristophanes, this is the best part. Year after year, they have these women come together, and not only year after year, but festival after festival, right? Women come together to plan the fucking festivals. And here we have, and they've never overthrown the government before. I mean, not that there have been, there were many, many times where people tried to overthrow the current government and did successfully, but in ancient history. But I love that so many times they haven't, and yet, Aristophanes describes on how this occasion the women hatched their plot to sin, read it, villainous. Go.
Really?
Yep, do it.
Okay. Aristophanes describes how on this occasion the women hatched their plot to seize power in the state through a women's assembly. The patriarchal order of the house is also dissolved when the highest authority disappears from the citadel.
I clipped that. I hope you know.
I mean, let's be real. All the best clips on the channel are about me.
Well, you're very interesting. So yeah, this has never happened. And here we have someone who's like, oh, they're going to plot to take over. It's like, we doesn't matter who you are. If you keep running the festivals and nothing bad happens, maybe you shouldn't have to prove that nothing bad's going to happen. Right. Or maybe, but
but then how will they reinforce their masculine insecurities? I
also love the massive girl vibe, sister vibe that goes on. No, I shouldn't say that. There's massive community vibes and various subsections of communities that end up celebrating or being celebrated in various festivals. And obviously, as we've mentioned, one of which being the lower class or the servants, or let's be honest, the slaves. And also, as women were not of equal status at that time, the women as well. And there's this, not only this civil society community, but sub communities get their little time to, have an assembly, and have that camaraderie, that civil society. I don't know, but have that camaraderie.
See, I would ask, okay, sub society's true. I was gonna say, where's the queer pride in that time? And I'm like, oh wait, Denicia, that's right.
Yeah, and there's we should get someone to come talk about this, because I know that we need someone who studies history and queer studies to come talk about this, because before I open my mouth and say something that's clearly that may be clearly untrue,
do it.
I'm gonna shut up and say that.
Say it.
We need to do this. Well, okay. Isn't there legit historical evidence of queer people in ancient Greek, or even in any ancient? I know I'm going to go with any ancient, because I know in that one I'm not going to be wrong. But in
you
ancient
weren't wrong
Greece,
to begin with. yeah.
I wasn't 100% sure I was wrong. I wasn't wrong.
That was your freak out moment.
I just don't want to misrepresent.
Wasn't it true that if you added one wheel to another wheel, you made two wheels? Like, all right, go on.
But I want someone who has the expertise who can come in and say, like, okay, this is that's literally all I know.
Who's earned a master's degree in like Greek studies, queer studies. Okay, you need to have earned something out of Harvard to be able to say, were there queer people in ancient Greece?
To be fair, we do have two people earning master's degree within the Hellenic Herald community. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, give me some time. I'll join them too. Okay, I'm still working on
my... but no. The reason I say this is because I am not we all know I'm not the most well informed. I'm not the most well read. I don't remember shit half the time, and this is something of. Despite the fact that I myself will say that I would literally fuck anything that consents under the sun that works, at the same time,
not me. Not me. We're not.
That's true. That's true. But what I mean is that I don't have the expertise to be able to properly. I don't think I have the expertise to properly be able to represent not only the community but also the historical aspect of it. And this is a very specific one that I think needs more representation by those who are knowledgeable enough to speak on it accurately.
Possibly.
Very well said.
Or someone bold enough to make the assertion and when corrected, correct themselves.
That's true.
Which is true. Me. That's why true. I'm here. I'm willing to say something and say, wow, I was wrong. But until then, I hold this is the damn truth. Believe it.
I can't. My thumb disappears. But yeah, I do believe.
Well, then maybe you should bring back the green.
I would say that fairly, and I think so long as we continue to say to ourselves that we are uneducated plebes, we will continue to become less and less uneducated than I think a lot of people. So, hearts. I feel like my audio's low this time. It's because I'm far away from the thing. Okay, so I love that, and I was dying over it. I thought it was so funny. But I wanted to bring up because I wanted to show this because this is like a really well-known story, I think. And if it's not, you're gonna love it. So here it is. I feel like I should read Partinson should be the other one. Well, you already did the other one, so like I don't know. It's just a really interesting story. Already for Aristophanes are synonymous with a piece of antiquated. They are synonymous with some bullshit. That's what it says. The strange series of events begins when the beast has to select itself for sacrifice. A line of oxen is driven around an altar on which grain offerings are laid. The first animal to start munching, I love they use the word munching, the sacred grain is struck down on the spot with an axe. I feel like if you did that, I feel like that's a misrepresentation because I feel like if you did that, the other oxen would be very upset and might start running around. So there's that. But according to the legend, a pious servant had committed the original ox murder in a spontaneous anger at the desecration of the altar. But the act of killing, of course, as we've discussed several times, is very bad in Hellenism. In fact, it's one of the miasmas that takes a hell of a lot to get rid of. You have to do like a special rich cleansing ritual, right? You're not Hellenist. You don't know. Shut up. Never mind, Sin.
Listen, you Hellenists come to me. You're like, we need to cleanse Bob over there. And I'll be like, all right, I'll whip out something. All right, I'm going to ask the Earth Mother to help. Okay, like, that's what we Druids are here for. For the rest of you people to, like, come to someone who actually is higher than all of you. Okay, just kidding. Just go. Okay, so, it causes miasma, right? Which is essentially, like, spiritual bleh. So... you have to do special rituals if you have miasma, and killing and death is one of the things. Death, obviously, and then killing way worse. One of the forms that, like, you need to cleanse for this one. Okay, so the ox slayer throws away the axe and flees. The others butcher the victim. The ox. We're talking about the ox.
and have a banquet afterwards, quite ludicrously. There we go.
Ludicrously.
Shut up! I haven't seen these words in real life. I don't read that much.
You want me to? Do you really want me to shut up? I don't think so. I think I'm going to continue. No, how else are you going to be able to learn how to pronounce the word ludicrously? That's what I'm here in your life.
I read it and figured it out all by myself.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you believed that. Now continue, dear.
A trial is held, blah, 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 to establish the guilt for the ox murder. If you haven't heard the story, here's the tale, didn't read. Blah, 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 because the slayer had disappeared. They're like, oh, who killed who's to blame? Who has to be punished? And they're like, the knife. Actually, they probably went something along the lines of, and this is just because I want to sing this song on stream. Who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Was it you? No, not me. I don't remember. Not me. Then who? Must be the fucking axe. So let's all punish the axe. And what are we going to do with the axe? We'll throw the axe in the ocean. That's what happened. That's the story. I love it. I don't know. I was trying to sing the song Who Stole the Cookies from the Cookie Jar, but then I forgot the thing. But basically, yeah, they went around and they're like, did you? And they say like they blame the man who handed over the axe, and he blames the butcher, and the butcher blames the knife, and the knife gets to get thrown in the ocean because it can't talk. So comedies of innocence of this kind and the feelings of guilt which they express have been shown to date back to when man was a hunter. Like there's something very about hunting and killing things, right? We don't do that anymore because it hurts the feelings of the things that are going to die. Right.
What do you mean? There's plenty of ethical. Wait. Now, hang on. There's plenty of ethical hunting that goes on today.
Yes, but in this instance, the knife cannot defend itself, and ethical hunting is a different thing. I would say.
Usually, ethical hunting isn't done with knives. I'll admit that. That would be kind of insane. Listen, I've heard of bow hunters. That's true. But like throwing a knife is like, you know what? Okay, there's the bison.
But ethical hunting, it is done, yes. If you're going to kill something, use all of it. I don't recommend killing something for a variety of reasons, but if you're going to, make sure it is all used up and that we did not encourage you to cover up a crime.
No, not just that. But don't just hunt whatever. Like check in with your local offices, find out what is overpopulated, what is not overpopulated, to make sure that the ecosystem is sustained. Because harmony is the ultimate goal here, everyone. Okay, harmony is all that matters, everyone.
Not according to the Greeks, because they just fucked that shit up on the regular.
The Greeks, okay, but look at. Let's be real. Okay, I was gonna say, look at the rise and the fall of the Greeks. I mean, they look where they are today. Okay, we don't have to. We can emulate the good parts of the Greeks, and this is why I'm not Hellenist. Anyway, continue, please.
I mean, it's a fair point, but
everything I say is a fair point.
Yes, that's true. I do say it's a fair point because it is a fair point. But this is a very well-known story, and I always thought it was. I always thought it was interesting, and I was surprised that we hadn't gotten to it yet. But let's see. There were some other notes I had in this. I don't want to deal with that. Disillusion played all right. So why did I copy this out? I don't remember, but I did want to also touch on. Let's see, one last thing here. I want to get on the last bit, which is the festival. It's the end of the year. It's Panathenea. Where is it?
Okay, just going.
Oh, I did. We talked about that.
What? At last comes the birthday festival of the city, the Panathenea.
I thought so. Let me just copy it, because I thought we read that. I thought we read that bit already. Because sometimes I do copy things out of order.
Yeah, they brought up the Panathenea earlier.
Yeah. I forgot to talk about this then. From the year 566, the great Panathenea, whatever, we're celebrated every 4 years. As a pan-Hellenic agon. Victoria already forgot what agon means. That's why we're eventually going to have a vocabulary list every 4 years. And there's also the annual mini Panathenea. So almost like regular years and leap years. But I don't think they coincide. Do they? I don't know. We should find that out. Mm-hmm. Let me just Okay, apparently I copied this twice. Oh no, there's the Agon at the Pantheia. I wanted to talk about here it is, the chariot races. Why don't we have chariot races anymore, man? I mean, I guess we're car racing.
Yeah, we do, and they're horrible.
Yeah, I know they are horrible. We should bring back the ones with horses.
No,
at least the horse has a mind to get out of the way.
Rid of all of them. We should just get rid of all of them. Just control delete on all the races. Wait, actually, that sounded really bad. Okay, please, that's not what I meant. Okay, hold on. Listen, I meant competition. Okay, whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna mute you. It's fine. There you go. I saved you from yourself. So what I wanted to bring up was the chariot fights. Are you calm now, Sam? Can we bring you back into civilized society?
I am always calm.
So we have includes a curious ancient form of chariot race, which represents the continuation of the Bronze Age chariot fight. Evolution, people. Change. No. In which the armored warrior leaps from the hurdling chariot and then races on foot. I love this idea. I love how athletic and how there was so much pride in how things were done. It wasn't just get to the end of the race. You had to get off your freaking moving chariot and then run. This was not just about getting done. It was about how it was done. It was about the skills of being able to do this, all the way down to like who does what and how good you were. It says in here in later section that there was this something. It was a clothes that was created. Like all the women in like the city were like, we're gonna get together and make this thing for this particular event, which I can't remember where it is, but 2.2. It's in 2.2. I know that much. It was about how it was done as well. And I love that this book gives so much reverence and detail, because if you go read through this chapter, you will find, I don't know why not 4. By the way, wait, I'm going 3 hours this time. Apparently, yeah. What did I say? 2.5 hours. I said that. So yeah, go read through the section if you want the detailed, but that was the end of this for our book club. We're about on track, 2.5 hours. So
what do you mean we're at an hour and a half at most? And not even if you count the initial.
I'm sorry, 1 hour and a half. No. Sorry, I meant to say an hour and a half.
Okay, that's like a whole 24th of a day off.
I know.
Do
you know why? Do you know why? It's because I've been munching and I haven't actually had dinner yet. And I have bacon with salad. We're having a BLT salad. So, with spinach and healthy things. So, one way that we celebrate so many of our holidays through feasting. I think my volume's too high.
Hail Dionysos to that.
You know what? I never did. I never sparked my J. Hey, any brand who wants promotion, just let me know. I literally have the bottle of the brand right here that it comes in, but I'm not showing it because they don't pay me.
What if you just want to share like all of the good information to help your fellow like 420ites? Okay, come on.
Go get the Sputnik brand, the Indica one that's brown. It does a really nice body hide. It's really great. Indica, thank you. Do you think this anxiety-ridden person smokes a sativa? No.
Listen. I had my generalized anxiety disorder, and I loved my sativa.
That's fair. But don't do it if you're underage or it is illegal in your area. We do not promote that shit. I will say that every fucking time. I know, obviously, but I want to... People judge you off one stream. I'm
Why are you
sorry.
so? Oh, okay. You know what? No.
Bye,
I need
everyone.
to
Have a
train you,
wonderful day.
V. I need to train you to stand up against those who judge you. Okay,
That's
you need
true.
to smite every single one of them with your glory.
That's true. And if you want to smite everyone else with your glory, volunteer to serve your gods and your community at Hellenic Herald. Just look at a positions channel on our Discord server or fill out the link previously put in the chat to volunteer. Thank you so much for serving your community. Welcome. See, I fucked it up. If you leave me long enough, I'll fuck up. Thank you for joining us for this week's Pagan Book Club. May the gods bless you on your journeys.
Yes.
Truly. May the gods bless you and Jays. Hope to see you guys on the Minecraft stream tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And don't forget, we have the Aphrodite ritual, and we're going to be partnering with one of our partnered servers to do a craft for the next event. I don't know. I think it's Gamelion or it's it's Gamelion. Whatever. However, Sin said it before. Good night, everybody.
Pro Hellenist.
Yeah. Well, we're pro party. So, and pro community collaboration and unity. Proud to support the Xenia art.
Harmony.
Xenia articles? Xenia declaration. There it is. Boom. I'm eventually going to come up with animations for that, like where it comes on the screen, like floating the logo of the stuff. But until then,
Yes.
everyone have a great night, and may the gods bless you on your journeys. All right, wave bye, Sin. Oh, wait, hold on.
See ya. Oh, wait, you're gonna. Oh, you say hold on. Okay, but yeah, there we go.